No matter what happens today, when you wake up, tomorrow will be there. And if you don't have tomorrow, you'll be in heaven. We worry so much about things that shouldn't matter to us. When I was young, all I wanted was a nice house, a beautiful car, and kids. And I thought that was the most thing. I thought that would make everything okay. Until I had them. And then I got more problems that come along with everything that I wish for. The thing is, with me, once I get something, my mind goes to somewhere else. And I'm letting earth steal the treasures. God says, don't put your treasures here on earth, but store them up in heaven where moth and rust cannot get to them. I spent 20 years thinking about retirement and saving for retirement. But what if I don't wake up tomorrow? I wasted 20 years worrying about something that didn't freaking matter, guys. Do I say don't prepare for retirement? No. Prepare. But prepare more for that. That's the end game, guys. This life will make you think everything you're going through, everything you must do is so important. But that's it. That's the end. I lost my dad years ago. Y'all know this. And I thought my dad, the way his lifestyle was, I could have swear to every single one of you he was in hell. Just because he was a drunk. He was a mean drunk when he was drunk. And I'm not going to lie about it. But I talked to a lady last year.
His sister.
My father's sister. And before he died, he got right with God. So I know that if I'll finish this race, I'll see my daddy's. Don't let Satan steal what God has prepared for you. He's went up there to prepare a house for you. He's got a house for Gabby sitting over there. Her mind can't fathom having her own house. But it's not no little single wide. It's a mansion, guys. It's so easy to forget the most important thing. And that is the I am. That is why we do church. It's not, and I love the fellowship, but it's so much more. Y'all help me to get through the next day, through the next week. So that's why we should all be. We should all be in a marathon of life, trying to get to this. How many of you have gotten so mad your blood pressure hurts in your head's throbbing? Yeah. Guess what? It doesn't exist in heaven. How many of you can't sleep because you're stressed about the bills or life tomorrow? Guess what? It's not in heaven. Everything that Satan puts upon us here, God's restored there. We will never feel it again because we'll be surrounded by His love and His light. If I told every single one of you right here, right now, if you walked to Texarkana without stopping, when you get there, there's a truck with $1 million. How many of you would walk to Texarkana without stopping? All you kids would, right? Every one of us. Since you wouldn't even take a break. You keep on walking. You'd fast walk. It wouldn't matter. You'd be running. You wouldn't give up. If your legs were cramping, you'd still walk. If you were thirsty, you would still walk. If you had to go to the bathroom, you would hold it, but you would still walk. Because you knew once you got there, your life would change. And that is heaven to the T. Once you get there, your life will change. And it is greater than that $1 million sitting in that truck because the government's going to take 30-40% of it in taxes.
That's right.
There's no taxes in heaven, by the way. Amen?
Amen.
No air pollution in heaven. There is nothing but love, peace, joy, and the love of God. And I can't describe the love of God to you because it is unfiltered in heaven. There is no need for night because God is bright. And everywhere He walks, lights. And that light will exude love. Think of the greatest day in your life that you felt unconditional love. Just think, just unconditional, no strings, no nothing. Maybe it's when your husband, you hold your wife, or your wife holds your husband, or you hold your newborn baby. That feeling is in heaven. Minute, second, day, all your life. Don't stop thinking about heaven. Where your mind is, there your heart will be, people. If you think on this world, your heart will stay on this world. But if you think on the kingdom and God, your heart will be on the kingdom and God. It is so easy to get distracted. Don't believe me? I'll show you a story. a couple of years ago, and that's a long time ago when I was a youth pastor, and I was preaching in the pulpit. I watched I was high on sky. I thought I did a great sermon. Everybody came to the pulpit and they were all weeping and crying. And at that time I thought, that had justified me because they were weeping and crying. Yeah, I did good. But anyway, a couple of days later I watched a scary movie. And doing that scary movie, it took me 3 to 4 days to get back into the presence of God. So every time we do something that takes us out of the presence, we have to fight to get back into the presence of God. There's nothing out here that you can get that should make you want to give up what you already have with God. Satan tested Jesus on the mountain. He says, all this I'll give you, all the world, all your music, all your fame, all your hits, all your likes on Facebook. I even make you popular on Twitter or whatever y'all have nowadays. I'll give you all the likes you want. And there's a lot of people that run to that and they forsake the kingdom of God. Young people, if I can tell you anything, there is nothing more important in this world, I promise you, than that right there. You want a good marriage, it starts from that right there. You want your children to grow up right, it starts right there with God. You want to have a nice house, get on your knees and ask God for it. You want a nice car, ask God for it. You want things to line up right, ask God for it. And then at the very end, when you take your last breath, you better pray that you gave everything to God, because there's 2 gates you will see. One's a beautiful light, and one's like my son saw, you fall to the pits of hell. And the further you get in the pits of hell, the further love gets away from you. I don't want to not feel love. Doesn't matter how bad your day is or what. You can still call mama, you can still call your daddy, or you can still call your wife, or you can still call your best friend, and you can still feel love. But when you hit hell, it's over. But in heaven, you'll never experience anything in hell.